Okay, so on Friday, on Friday the 15th, I was I was setting up my Leviton smart switches. I had lost access to them because I had my Wi-Fi turned off, and these individuals, I had it turned off right when I was installing these switches, and as I was getting the Wi-Fi turned on, these individuals connected my switches to the Lawrence's network. So on Friday, I had my Wi-Fi turned on around 5. This is at 5:17. Around 5, I had it turned on, and here I'm actually uh, what is it called? Updating my devices. So I already have it connected to my Wi-Fi, and I'm updating the software on the two smart switches. So one here and one you can't really see. It's underneath this garage door panel. So and right, so I'm there updating it, and look, you can see the like once I finally have my two switches. Okay, so I'm going to the kitchen because they also got access to my kitchen switch. I'm in the kitchen right now, and I'm resetting. I'm doing a factory reset on the device, which I also had to do on these two, so that I could discard the Lawrence's network and connect it to my network. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward to. I'm actually just gonna jump straight to it. So I said 5:17, right? Now let's go straight to 29:50. And the reason for this is I find this is a very interesting situation or example of their behavior. Right? So I've only at this moment I've only had my Wi-Fi turned on for less than 30 minutes. I'll say about 20 minutes. I'll say, yeah, around 20 minutes, my Wi-Fi has been turned on. And within minutes, this vehicle, which is parking right across the street, right there, this guy shows up. And around this moment, yeah, just in time. Around this moment, I'm done. I'm done setting up my. I'm done. Yeah, setting up my switches. So I retook possession of them, and I turned off my Wi-Fi. At this moment, I'm just walking out to lock up my what is it called? My circuit breaker panel. I'm not sure what I'm doing. So yeah, so I'm walking out there to turn off to lock up the circuit breaker panel. And so just think about that. This individual, right? This individual got here a minute to 2 minutes late to capture my Wi-Fi signals. Because I turned it off. I turned off the modem as soon as I walked, like I turned it off and I walked out to lock up my. So this individual right there showed up within minutes of having the Wi-Fi turned on, and then me disconnecting the modem. Like, the timing, right? So that's the one first thing, the timing of the individual. So right there, I'm walking out. Actually, I'm gonna focus on this one now. So right there, I'm walking out. And he's gonna show up right there, right now. Look, there he is. And just the timing, right? That's the first thing. Second, it's expression, right? So so he said something to me, right? And he said hello or something like that, and I said, hey, are you the neighbor? And I didn't think it was Lawrence. I thought it was a neighbor that lives on the other side, on the house next to the Lawrence, and which he recently came by. I mean that neighbor came by recently to talk to the Lawrence, and I'm also walking out, and he gives me this strange look. So I'm not sure what that is all about, but I thought it was that neighbor, right? So that's why I walked forward to get a better look at the individual, and that's when I realized, look, I'm back. So think about this. Look at him. He's paying attention to me, right? And as soon as I walk forward, look, he lowers his head to hide his look, he's trying to make it. So I'm coming back now. Look, I'm working on locking up the box, but his attention is on me. I'm still locking up the box. His full attention is on me, right? And this guy, he was wearing like you can see the logo on the shirt. I'm not, like, it was a company logo. I'm not sure what the logo was, because honestly, I didn't want to bother him. Even though I knew he was up to no good, I'm kind of like letting them be, right? Because I've already proven that what they're up to is no good. You know, that's why I followed that minivan, because I wanted to make sure that I could prove, or I wanted to get that curiosity out of my mind, because the vehicle looked legit, but it didn't have any license plates, and just the behavior of the individuals proved to me that they're criminals. They're not legit at all. They try to appear as they are legit, but they're not. So look, he's in there. I'm still locking up the box. He's in there. Hey, he's still. So I'm coming back in. Again. And he's still paying attention to me though. His main focus is me. It's not getting inside to Lawrence's house. It's not nothing else. His main focus is me. Also, that's another thing that I forgot to mention. his reaction when he saw me walking out, he had fear in his eyes, right? I I've never met the guy, and as you can see, I wasn't showing any like hostility towards him. So there's no reason for him to fear me without him knowing me and without me behaving hostile towards him. So that behavior was a quick confirmation that he was connected to the other hackers. How else would he know me and show and have reasons to fear me? Because he was warned of how I behaved towards them. Right? So look, he's in there. He came to visit DeLawrence. And look at him. He's no longer interested in going into the house or pretending to go into the house. He's just there. And this is DeLawrence calling them over, because how else would they know that my Wi-Fi was on? Because DeLawrence called them over. Look, and this this event is what made me realize that yes, they are a criminal organization, and there are several of them, including this guy. There's 7 of them, and I'll do a recount. But right now, I just want to focus on this individual's behavior. Right, so he's walking away right now. Like he was there for a while in that corner. Alright, so that's he's walking back to his vehicle. Look, he's over there. He's getting in. So like I said, the timing, his reaction to me, and the fact that he doesn't go inside the home, and the Armstrongs don't open the door for him, even though they're in there. So those 3 things are big indicators of what they're up to. This is organized crime. There's no doubt. Before I wasn't sure, but now I know for a fact that they are working together. So these criminals are working together, and it's quite a lot of yeah. So he was there like 5 minutes, just in the vehicle, because I think he left at like at 5:32, and so he's been there for a few minutes now. Wow! Oh wow! He was there for a while. He's still there, inside the vehicle. No, you can still see. You saw like a. Let me rewind it just to make sure. Yeah. You can see. his cell phone or some sort of device he's using. Oh. So yeah, these individuals send signals to, to a device, right? They aim it at the house and they send the signal, and the system reboots. I've seen them turn off my Swan DVR, and then reboot it, not turn it off, reboot it, and then I've seen my TV also get turned off. But the one thing that I did notice is that both of those devices were not turned off together. So it seems like there's a certain frequency that they use for each device. So that's another thing that I did notice. It doesn't just affect all systems, it's like a specific system. So look, DeLawrence is in the house, and I'm gonna play it back to show you that he was in the house when the guy was knocking or ringing the doorbell, and the guy just left. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so let's see. Let me play it back. So this individual was in the vehicle for how long? Okay, he was there for 7 minutes. 35 from the 30, yeah, 5:35 all the way to 5:42. Okay, so he was in there for 5 minutes. No, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Let's see. Okay, so I want to show that he just arrived. It's 5:30 right now. I want to show him by the house and by which one was it? I think it's this one. I want to show him within the same frame. Here. So it's. Did he already? Let me go back. I think he's already at the door at this moment. Yeah. Okay. So same frame, look. Same time at 5:31. DeLawrence and Jamie, both of them are in the house. And this guy's walking to their house. He rings the doorbell because I heard it. And as you can see, look, his entire behavior is focused on me. Look, he's not focused on getting in. He's like, and he looks around. Look, and then when I'm by the front, he looks down. And then he wants. Yeah. Look, he's looking at the camera. He noticed the camera. So yeah, there's several of them. So including this one, I've seen 7 of them. Seven of them. So first was the guy who claims to call himself, or he claims his name is Brandon, right? So that's the first one. I saw him in early November. Then that same day, I saw him with another guy. So that'll be 2. An older male. So that'll be two. Then, then Brandon shows up again, and this time, it's, I think it's December the 10th. Oh no, like the 11th or something like that. It's right before, the day after I installed the camera, my Ring camera, I mean. So he shows up with this other guy, so that'll be three already, right? And then the day after, my camera began to jam. So then he showed up twice with another individual, which I followed. So that'd be, so Brandon, old guy, that guy before my Ring camera got jammed, and the guy, he came here twice as far as I noticed. That's four people. This guy will be the fifth. And then DeLawrence and Jamie, because Jamie's also involved in all of this. You know, she's not innocent at all. All of them are playing a part. Even the kid. The 12-year-old, supposedly, I'm not really sure if he's 12. He has the kid always, like, following me. Whenever I'm by the circuit breaker panel, he came out. I'm not sure if I have that recording. On the 7th. No, it wasn't. So it must be in the old DVR. Yeah, he was at the house. Yeah, I was working on the day I was installing these smart switches that I was talking about. Yeah, the day that I was installing these smart switches, I had obviously had to turn off the power to install them. And while I was at the circuit breaker panel, that's when the little kid came out, right? And obviously he was spying on me. He came out to see what I was doing, and he looked at the panel and what I was working on. And then he ran back inside the house. And within a few minutes, the two hackers, Brandon and the other individual that I follow, the second time they came by. So that was the first time, the one I'm describing right now. So yeah, these individuals came over and created a program where these switches will, if they get reconnected or have like some sort of factory reset, the program would take over and make sure that the device will get reprogrammed it will get reconnected to DeLawrence's network. So yeah. So in total, there's 7 of these individuals that I have seen, right? It wouldn't surprise me if this was just a cell, or, you know, and there could be multiple throughout the city where neighbors, right, they're locating certain houses, or, you know, monitoring certain houses that they might want to break in. Because that is the only thing that I believe that's the main purpose. Let's see, the 6th. Yeah, because, alright, no, I'm not gonna deviate from the subject. So yeah, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was just a cell, and there's multiple cells throughout this city where these individuals are being called by, by people in the neighborhood to, hack into and see if they can break into their home, or maybe this is the only group, but there's more workers, right? I believe there's more workers, not these 7, not only these 7, but way more. So yeah, there has to be way more. I don't think these individuals are working alone. I don't think it's only 7. It seems to be like a company that wants to pretend to be legit, but it's a criminal company. And let's see, just never mind. All right, so yeah, that's what I have so far.